Hi, I'm Matt Levine. I joined Buckhalter in April of 2025 here in the Scottsdale office. I really practice in three primary areas: real estate, and within real estate, really it's acquisition and development work. It's finance, representing borrowers and lenders, and leasing as well, representing landlords and tenants. I also tend to practice in a lot of corporate transactions. That can be anything from just run-of-the-mill contracts that my clients need, whether they're medical groups or restaurants or any other sort of business, and also merger and acquisition work as well. I've developed that practice. The third area I practice in, though not a huge part of my practice, but an area I do enjoy, is trademarks and copyrights as well. So I graduated from law school here at Arizona State University in 1996 and clerked for a judge on the Court of Appeals. After that, and the market started getting better, I knew I wanted to get into real estate and transactional work, which made a lot of sense in Arizona because we were paving the desert at that point in time and still are. The real estate work really exploded pretty quickly for me and was able to build my practice around that practice area. And also then kind of get into the corporate transactional world and intellectual property as well. People always ask me, what made you get into real estate work primarily? And I think, I kind of go back to my childhood. I lived in a lot of different places. I went to 8 schools, K through 12, but we always seemed to move to the new part of town, wherever we were going, whether it was New York or Florida or Atlanta or Phoenix. And wherever we went to, things were happening, development was happening. And I always enjoyed that. I always liked seeing new buildings and new houses and new centers going up. So I think it's just kind of part of my natural, part of me from growing up, quite frankly. So why I joined Buckhalter, I've talked with the Buckhalter team off and on for honestly over 20 years at this point with my old firm and also individually. I just always liked the people. I always felt comfortable with the people at Buckhalter. They've become friends over the years. I've referred a lot of work to Buckhalter attorneys and they've referred work back to me. Just the deep sense of professionalism, how they treat the clients. It really just comes down to the people. You're with your work colleagues a lot and you want to practice with people that you enjoy practicing with and being around. And it's just a fun, energetic, growing, dynamic group of people. And it always has been since I've known the firm. And it just kind of seemed like a great logical place for me to continue my practice. What do I do when I'm not in the office? I'm here a lot, but when I'm not in the office, I really love traveling with my family, my wife, my kids who are older now, so they don't travel as much with us, but they've all caught the travel bug. We've been all over Europe and the islands and Middle East. I'm really like looking into new countries, new cultures, and we'll continue to do that. And that's always a great time. Love new restaurants, and Phoenix is such a dynamic, growing city. There just tends to be new restaurants popping up all the time in different parts of town. Avid exercise person, have been my whole life from my years of playing soccer through college. And so I still like to get out there and exercise as much as you can as you get older. And then speaking of soccer, I'm a very big supporter of Tottenham. So I still go to games in England and I watch Tottenham every weekend. And if you're a Spurs fan, then you've got a friend in me.